Hello everyone, today we are doing lesson 7 from course 3. In this lesson we will be working with the character B and we will be learning the concept of conditionals. So what are conditionals? In conditionals, they give us like conditions. So if that condition is followed, only then we are going to do that task. If that condition is not followed, we will either do a different task or maybe we will not do anything. So here the condition blocks are all in blue color and there is only one condition block here for now. It says if a flower do certain work. So if a flower, the bee can do certain work. It can either get nectar or make honey. So since it's at flower, it's going to get nectar. Now let's see the goal of this puzzle. Now in this puzzle there is a cloud that's coming in the bee's way, and this cloud is hiding the number of nectars the bee has to collect from the flower. And also we have to check that if there is a flower, only then we'll get a nectar or we won't get nectar. Okay, so we have to move 3 times. We'll use a repeat block, and then if at flower, get nectar. There was a flower and that's why we got the nectar. In this puzzle we also have a video which will help you understand the concept of conditionals more easily in case you're new to this concept. So let's move on. In this puzzle we have more clouds. We have 2 clouds here, and it also says not all clouds hide the same thing. Check underneath every cloud to see if it is hiding a flower before you get nectar. So we will move forward twice, move forward, then we'll turn right, then we'll move forward again. But we are also going to use this conditional. If flower, get nectar. We will move forward, then we'll turn right, then we will use our conditional. No, after turning right we have to move forward again. We have to move forward twice. Where's the move forward block? Yeah. And then if there is a flower, get nectar, only then. Since you have to move forward 2 times and perform the same function, we'll put it under a repeat block. Say for 2 times. Now in this one it says that in this puzzle the bee just wants to make honey, and some of these clouds may have honeycombs and some may not. So we have to make the bee make honey only under the clouds which have honeycombs and not the others. So move forward twice, turn left. If at honeycomb, make honey, and then move forward again. Where's the move forward? Yeah, move forward, and we can put this under a repeat block. Move forward, and then it will check if there is if there is a honeycomb. Then it will turn left and it will move forward again. We'll put that under a repeat block since it's going to repeat the same thing. Repeat it for twice. Here we have to use a if-else block to collect nectar only if it is a flower. Else make honey, because there will be a honeycomb. Now, this is the if-else loop. Here we have a condition. If that condition is completed, then we do the task, or else we will do the other task. In the earlier conditions which we used, we had only till do. That meant that if that condition was fulfilled, only then we are going to do that task, or we are not going to do anything. So now the bee has to move forward twice. Actually thrice. It has to move thrice, yeah. Then we will use the if-else block, and if at flower, do get nectar, else make honey. Okay, there was 2 times move forward instead of 3. My bad. Now in this one, there is a square, so we can use a lot of repeat blocks here. And it also wants us to use the if-else block, since we do not know what is there under these clouds, whether it is a honeycomb or a flower. So let's first make it go in the square path. First it'll move forward. This is an extra move forward. Then it'll move forward thrice. It'll be on a repeat block. Move forward for 3 times. Then it'll turn right. And then it will do this condition block. If at flower, do get nectar, else make honey. And then we'll again put this whole thing inside a repeat block to repeat it for 4 times. Since this part of the block is only for like this side, but we want it for all the 4 sides of the square. And if you're wondering why is there this move forward extra, because in this path it has to move 1, 2, 3, 4, but from next onwards it'll only move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's why there's an extra move forward block here. Now, in this block, there's a purple flower, and we do not know how much nectar is there in the purple flower. The only thing we know is that it has either 1, 2, or 3 nectar. Since the maximum number is 3, that's why we will be repeating the task of getting nectar for 3 times, since it's the maximum number. Before that, we are going to move forward, and after that, we are going to repeat 3 times the job of collecting nectar. If nectar is greater than 0, only then the nectar will be collected. If nectar is 0, then no nectar will be collected. Oh, we have to use a function block now. And also maybe a conditional block. Yeah, we do have to use a condition block and a function block. The code that we wrote in our last puzzle, it's the same thing that we have to write in this puzzle. So here, again, the maximum number of nectar is 3, 2, or 1. So the maximum is 3. So we are going to repeat the task of getting nectar 3 times because it's the maximum number. Then we use the condition. If nectar is greater than 1, greater than 0, greater than 0, then wait, why is that nectar? Yeah. Okay, here it has to collect the nectar of the flowers. So we can use just this one. We don't need an else block because we know there are only nectars. If nectar is greater than 0, then we are going to get nectar. Now we are going to move forward and do this function for each flower 3 times since there are 3 flowers. Repeat it for 3 times. Yes, we did it! Now this is a staircase and it follows a pattern. Here everything is done for us except the function block. So the main code is written for us, which is a good thing. We just have to write the function block. And in this function block, the function that it has to do is collect nectar from these flowers, which is either 3, 2, or 1, and then make honey in this honeycomb. So we are going to move forward, turn right, move forward, turn left, check. So then we are going to repeat it for 3 times because the maximum number of nectar it can have is 3. Then we are going to check if there is nectar greater than 0, then we will collect nectar, get nectar. Else it will just move forward, which is outside the repeat block because it's a different task it's doing. Move forward and then it will make honey for once because we know that both the honeycombs have to be made just one time honey. It's specified to us. Okay, now we run it. This is an assessment puzzle and we have to fill the function block here, and the function that this function block has to do is collect the nectar or honey. So either there is honey or nectar, we do not know. And then we will move forward first, then we'll use the function block. Now to call this function there has to be something inside the function, so we are going to fill the function. So we are going to use this conditional block, if else condition. If nectar is greater than 1, then get nectar, or else make honey. I think it's supposed to be 1, yeah, fine. Okay, we have to make it 0. We didn't notice that. We passed the assessment. Now we have a multiple choice question and it says a purple flower may have either 3, 2, or 1 nectars, but you don't know how many. Which blocks correctly check and collect all of the nectar from a purple flower? Okay, so they have given us codes and we have to find out that which of all these codes will collect 3, 2, or 1 nectars. Okay, this one says if a flower do repeat 3 times, do get nectar. Okay, so we have to find a code in which there will be collected 3 flowers or 2 or 1. So that's the code we have to find. from all these choices. Okay, the very obvious answer that most of us will think is correct is this one, but no, it's not the right answer. Because here only 3 times nectar will be collected, and that too only if there is 3. But we need to collect 2 and 1 too. So if nectar is equal to 1, do get nectar. Else repeat 3 times, get nectar. Well, it's the same thing, so this code is inappropriate. If nectar is equal to 3, do repeat 3 times. Repeat 3 times, do get nectar. Okay, so the first task is if the nectar is equal to 3, then 3 times the nectar will be collected. Else, inside an else block there is another if else condition. Else, if nectar is equal to 2, get 2 times nectar. Else, get 1 time nectar. Okay, inside this else block it says if the nectar is equal to 2, we'll get 2 times nectar or we'll get 1 time nectar. So this is the appropriate answer because it will collect all 3, 2 or 1 times of nectar. Still, we're just going to check the other answer. It is always good to check all the options before submitting your answer. It says if nectar is equal to 3, do get nectar. Okay, it says if nectar is equal to 3, collect only 1 nectar and leave the other 2. So it's wrong at the first step. So definitely the answer is this one. I guess it's C. There is no Okay, we have finished this lesson and we are going to follow up the upcoming lessons in the next videos. Also, I wanted to mention that after each lesson there is this flag which has like lesson extras. It's like a tryout challenge. You can always try out these challenges if you like, or you can go on to the next lesson. Thank you.